The Wolf's Children, a tale of Romulus and Remus once upon a time, even before the great city of Rome was built. Two tiny baby boys were put into a little basket and set adrift on a big river. Their mean uncle, who wanted to be king, hoped they'd disappear forever. But guess what? Fate had other plans for these special twins. The basket floated and floated until it stopped right by a big fig tree, next to a shadowy cave. And who found them there? A very surprising hero. A big, strong she-wolf, who had just lost her own babies, came quietly to the river bank. She sniffed the basket. Her eyes, usually wild and fierce, looked soft when she saw the two little crying babies. Their tiny sounds were just like her own lost cubs. Without a second thought, the wolf gently nudged the basket, and the two babies tumbled out onto the soft ground. These babies, who would grow up to be known as Romulus and Remus, quickly snuggled close to her warm belly, and there, under the wide-open sky, they drank the wolf's milk. It was full of wild energy, a special drink that taught them how to survive in the forest. This was their first big meal, their first important lesson. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. The she-wolf became their brave protector and their silent teacher. They learned about the whispers of the leaves, the sneaky shadows, and the faraway howls that greeted the night. Their little hands, instead of holding onto a human, learned to grab her thick fur, helping them balance as she moved through the trees. They copied her movements, their first steps becoming strong and steady. Their eyes grew sharp, noticing everything around them, just like a wild animal. They played and tumbled like wolf cubs, their happy laughter echoing through the forest, a sound that was both human and wild. Their skin got tanned from the sun. Their hair was messy and brown, and it was hard to tell them apart from their wolf family. Then, one sunny afternoon, a new smell, a human smell, drifted into their secret forest home. Faustulus, a kind shepherd with wise eyes, was leading his sheep nearby. He stopped, his old heart doing a little thump. There, playing by the cave, were two human boys, but they moved just like the wolf who watched over them. He walked slowly and carefully, his voice soft, trying to calm the wolf's deep growl. Amazingly, the wolf seemed to understand. She gave a quiet nod and gently nudged her human cubs towards the shepherd. Romulus and Remus, even though they were a bit shy, felt a strange pull toward this new person. Faustulus was so surprised and felt such pity that he carefully led them away, taking them to his simple little home. There, they met Acca Laurentia, Faustulus's warm and caring wife. Her gentle hands, so different from the wolf's rough tongue, softly touched their faces. She gave them warm porridge to eat, taught them how to speak human words, and dressed their sun-kissed skin in comfy clothes. Life in the hut was very different from the wild forest. They learned to sit at a table, to look after sheep, and to understand how people lived every day. But the wildness they grew up with never truly left them. Romulus, though quieter, had a natural way of leading. His eyes always watched everything, just like the wolf who had raised him. Remus, who was louder and loved to laugh, was quick and graceful, still moving with that animal-like ease. As they grew from curious boys to strong, capable teenagers, their special bond stayed unbroken. It was made strong by their amazing and wild childhood. They were shepherds by day, but at night they dreamed of the forest, of their powerful silent guardian, and of a big future that seemed to be calling to them on the wind. The call of the wild and the truth about who they really were had started to stir deep inside them.